your home for primetime election coverage. Your vote, our future. Maine decides.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois and welcome to our coverage of primary night here in Maine.
And I'm Beth Jones. Polls are open to decide a number of races across the state, along with a few local issues as well. We'll have the latest results and interviews with state officials.
That's right, but first tonight, a car crashed into the Riverside Inn on State Street in Bangor this afternoon. According to Bangor Police Sergeant Wade Betters, the Jeep had left the roadway, traveled through the parking lot, and slammed into the building. There were no major injuries. However, parts of the inn were evacuated when the vehicle started leaking fluids. A witness tells us the incident happened in a flash.
Suddenly I hear bang, real loud. And then he hit the SUV in the corner by the fire station. Then he kept going.
Sergeant Betters says the driver likely experienced a medical event before losing control of the vehicle. The Bangor Police Department is currently investigating that accident.
State police have made an arrest in a decades-old cold case. Our A.J. Douglas joins us now in studio with the details. A.J.
After 36 years, state police have made an arrest for the abandoned infant found in Frenchville, Maine. On December 7, 1985, a baby Jane Doe was discovered by a dog that carried the infant less than 700 feet to its owner's home. After further investigation, state police determined that the baby was born and abandoned in below zero temperatures at a gravel pit in Frenchville. State police homicide detectives used innovative technology to utilize DNA and genetic genealogy to identify the mother of the Jane Doe as 58-year-old Leanne Daigle of Lowell, Massachusetts.
There was a tremendous amount of investigative effort put in from day one by the detectives back in 1985, and that effort has continued on. We've had several successes with these unsolved cases, and we'll have several more. But it's good that we can bring resolution to the family and bring closure to a very tough case.
Leanne Daigle was arrested Monday in Lowell, Massachusetts, and transported back to Maine. She is charged with murder and is currently being held at the Aroostook County Jail in Hillston.
Thank you, A.J. Maine State Police are planning a major reorganization of the agency in light of ongoing staffing shortages. A.J. Douglas once again talked to the commissioner about how these changes will impact the people of Maine.
They looked at a data-driven process that said, well, we need to change the structures that we've been utilizing for the last several decades.
Maine State Police have decided to once again reorganize their structure to accommodate the number of troopers needed on the front lines while satisfying the need for more officers in leadership roles. The agency will begin combining troop-filled groups to focus on areas that have shown higher levels of demand.
It's going to be that kind of ability to move them and assign them, differently for a shift to prevent that negative impact and yet maintain that coverage that we need.
State police also plan to open positions for mental health providers.
This appears to be the root cause or the common theme that keeps bringing us back to that house. And, so many times there are people within that household that want this person to get some assistance, right? And they don't know where to start. So I think we hope to be the jumping off point for that family, to have somebody from the state police come alongside of them and say, hey, what's going on? Did you know about this? Did you know about these resources?
The agency wants residents of Maine to know the mission of the department remains the same.
They're going to have the same troopers patrolling their areas that they do today. And I think that's paramount to community policing.
And one thing we will never give up on or compromise on is the quality of the people we hire.
Colonel Cody says the changes will begin in phases beginning this summer. State police plan to see additional changes like adding body cams in early 2023. In Augusta, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
Well, the District 7 Senate seat is one of the more notable races in this primary. Voters here are casting their ballots as we speak, and our Sierra Jordan joins us live from Ellsworth City Hall. Sierra, how are the polls looking so far?
Yes, that's right, Beth. It's been quite the day so far. I'm right outside of Ellsworth City Hall, and there are several several voters, I should say, that are coming in and out of City Hall, casting their votes for the special election. Now, this special election is projected to be a very competitive race between Republican Brian Langley of Ellsworth, Democrat Nicole Gorowski of Ellsworth, and Green Independent Ben Micklejohn of Mount Desert. Now, this will determine who will finish off former Senator Louis Lucchini, who actually resigned back in January. Brian Langley has previously served the state Senate for 4 years. As the owner of Union Street Lobster Pot in Ellsworth, Langley is passionate about creating educational and job opportunities for young adults, affordable housing, inflation, and heating costs.
We're really suffering with inflation. So many people tell me they feel like they've been sent out into the river in a canoe without a paddle. And there's a lot of desperation out there. So really, first and foremost, for me, is working on those issues that really affect our everyday Mainers.
Nicole Gorowski has served 2 years as a state representative for Ellsworth and Trenton. As Gorowski transitions from House to the Senate, she aims to make health care and housing more affordable for Mainers, tackle PFAS, and create more jobs to build more a resilient and robust economy.
Working really hard for the Ellsworth and Trenton community for the past 4 years, and I think that shows in a lot of the policies that we delivered for Maine people. We've lowered property taxes, we've helped older people afford to stay in their homes, and younger people get a great education, including in the trades. So I think, I hope that people in my community will see how hard I've been working for them and the solutions that I've delivered, and that they will choose me as their next state senator.
We reached out to Green Independent Ben Micklejohn for a comment, but did not receive any response. Now you have until 8 p.m. to cast your votes. Now both candidates want you to know that your voice matters. Live in Ellsworth, I'm Sierra Jordan. Back to you, Peter.
All right, Sierra, thanks so much. Now to the Republican battle between Liz Caruso and Bruce Poliquin. Both candidates have their respective track records as they fight to take on incumbent Jared Golden. Liz Caruso says she stands against the CMP corridor and also opposes the new state laws being passed elsewhere in the country restricting abortion access. She's a small business owner who believes in religious freedom, while Poliquin says his concerns include rising inflation and protecting our southern border. He previously represented Maine's 2nd Congressional District from 2015 till 2019 before losing to Jared Golden in 2018. Both candidates say they're eager to see major changes in Washington.
But I'm doing this just to help. It's not a career for me. But watching what kind of trouble our country and our state is in was enough for me to say, okay, Bruce, you're going to step up and do what's right here and help your country and help your state. That's why I'm running.
We are at a moment in time where it is freedom versus tyranny and a crisis at every turn. We need someone down there who is going to fight like their life depends on it, because in many cases it does.
And again, the winner of this race will advance to take on incumbent Jared Golden, who's opposed on the Democratic side of the ticket.
Well, Democrat Janet Mills is running for re-election for Maine governor, and her opponent, Republican Paul LePage, is no stranger to the Blaine House either. He served 2 terms from 2011 to 2019. Our Jody Hersey sat down with both candidates who say they'd both like another chance to work for the people of Maine.
$5 gas is unnecessary. It's just unnecessary.
I hate the prices at the pump. It's outrageous. And to see that ExxonMobil declared another $6.6 billion in profits the first quarter of this year alone, that is outrageous. Now, can one governor cure that, address that effectively? I don't know. I can't really call up Vladimir Putin and tell him to get the heck out of Ukraine. I wish I could, and I wish he'd listen to me.
Rising prices at the pump may be the only issue Governor Janet Mills and her opponent Paul LePage agree on. The two, who are unopposed on their respective party's ticket in the primary, don't see eye to eye on abortion.
I guess I won't be surprised anymore if the U.S. Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade, but I'll be extremely disappointed. Having lived through the era before Roe v. Wade,
there's a place for everything in this society. I prefer adoption over abortion. I don't prescribe to using abortion as a form of contraception, but I think the state should be making that decision, not unelected officials in Washington.
Mills and LePage strongly differ on the state of Maine's economy as well.
What I've done with the help of the legislature, bipartisan group in the legislature, is to use the surplus that we've carefully managed to, and use that surplus. 60% of it's going back to the people of Maine right now in the form of $850 checks.
You cannot pay able-bodied people to stay home and expect to have a good society, a good economy. If you're better today than 4 years ago, then I'm not your guy. But if you liked it better 4 years ago, then I am your guy.
In Bangor, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
And is Mother Nature treating folks well as they get outside and do their civic duty? It seems, for the most part, at least in this area, yes.
Yeah, it seems like we've been relatively safe from any precipitation out there. You're right, in our general area, but what can we expect ahead?
Well, let's take a first look at the forecast and find out.
All right, thank you. Happy Tuesday. Your first weather is brought to you by GRF Real Estate Company. And all right, so today we kicked in a north wind and it got a little gusty, right? We had wind gusts around 25 miles per hour, but that brought temperatures all the way down to the coastal areas today with highs basically in the 70s across our region. That's much better, as you know. And even some 80s are in the 5-day forecast. But also out there right now, some cloud cover, and these are some rain showers. They're likely going to stay out of our area, but still, there could be a couple sprinkles across the region tonight. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies. A rogue sprinkle cannot be ruled out, with low temperatures back in the mid-50s. Your full forecast is coming up.
All right, Jeff, thanks so much. And when we return, I sit down with Secretary of State Shannon Bellows, who's been visiting polling locations across the state today.
We'll have that and much more right after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Hey Bangor residents, the City of Bangor is offering up to $2,000 in grants for income-eligible single-family homeowners if you install a new Fujitsu heat pump in your home. And Valley Home Services is an authorized Fujitsu installer. Up to $2,000. Combine that grant with rebates from Efficiency Maine, and you could have a new Fujitsu heat pump installed by Valley Home Services at little to no cost. Don't miss this incredible offer, Bangor. Call Valley Home Services today to see if you qualify.
Dierks Bentley. Beers on Me Tour 2022, June 23rd, Maine Savings Amphitheater, Bangor, Maine. And he's bringing along special guests, Ashley McBride and Travis Denning. Dierks Bentley, live in concert. On sale now at waterfrontconcerts.com or Ticketmaster.com. Part of the Varney Insurance Concert Series.
At CF Moto, we make motorcycles for everyone. The pack leader, the adrenaline junkie, the adventure seeker, the soul searcher, the go-getter, and the head turner. We believe anyone can ride. Join us and experience more together.
At Coveside Wheel and Ski in Newport.
As a working mom of 5, I'm feeling the burden of rising prices. But instead of getting inflation under control, the liberals in Washington are attacking America's tech innovators. Talk about being out of touch. The left's bill would take away the technology we depend on, put our personal data at risk, make China stronger and America weaker. I don't understand how any Republican senator could support this liberal nonsense. Tell Senate conservatives to stand up for American technology.
Work hard, play hard with the ultimate work and play truck, the Toyota Tacoma Access Cab. Make this your ultimate summer with the ultimate deal during the Toyota Summer Sales Event, because you could get 1.75% APR financing on the ultimate Tacoma that includes 2 years no-cost maintenance and Toyota Safety Sense. Tacoma, named Best Buy of the Year among mid-size pickups. So work hard, play hard. But first, see your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
We We are here with Maine Secretary of State Shenna Bellows. Shenna, thank you so much for joining us again on Primary Day. We appreciate you coming.
It's my pleasure.
So we know that you've been kind of bouncing around to some polling locations across the state of Maine today. Really kind of a trek for you. Where have you been and what have you been seeing at the polls today?
We started in Biddeford, moved up to South Portland, Lisbon, Hamden, and all across the state. What we are seeing is civility, congeniality, and a commitment by our poll workers, clerks, and wardens who are just so excited to make democracy work for Mainers.
You know, you talk about the congeniality and folks being cordial, but that's really important considering what the country has been through, and that's what you're seeing at the polls. Are you relieved to kind of see that be the mood?
We took a deep sigh of relief because it is so important that we come together as Americans on Election Day. This is what democracy is. This is democracy in action. And our poll workers are our friends, our neighbors, people from the community. Anyone can volunteer to be a poll worker. And by law, there are poll workers from both major political parties, Democrats and Republicans, working together to make the election work for their fellow townspeople. And that's so important.
Speaking of poll workers, you know, we hear a lot about job openings, staff shortages. Does Maine have enough election workers right now? And if not, how do you go about recruiting more?
So we had enough for this June, but I was hearing stories, people out because of COVID, emergency calls to volunteers saying, hey, can you work a double shift today instead of a single shift? Can you come in early because there's a shortage? So, and we are seeing turnover across the state because what we've been through with threats against our clerks in towns and nationally, we are seeing a lot of retirement. So there are job openings among the professional clerks. And then for poll workers, this is great. 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds can pre-register to vote and serve as a poll worker. So we do a lot of recruitment in that area. And we're encouraging people, if you have questions about the election, if you're wondering how elections work, if you have concerns about security, volunteer at the polls and see for yourself
how it works.
Exactly. It is free, fair, and secure. Take a look.
Now, you did mention that turnout is low. Are you surprised by that?
We're not surprised because usually it's the top of the ticket. In an off year, it's usually the gubernatorial primaries. But because that race is already set, we know it's current Democratic Governor Janet Mills versus former Republican Governor Paul LePage. They will be facing off in November. And so that in itself depresses turnout a little bit. Of course, in Congressional District 2, you do have a Republican primary, but Democrats don't necessarily have a reason to turn out on that side because they know it's going to be Representative Jared Golden. The one race where there's a lot of excitement is the special election, Senate District 7. That is seen by some as a bellwether for November because that is a purple district there. And you have current Democratic Representative Nicole Grahowski facing off against former Republican Senator Brian Langley with a Green Independent, Benjamin Michael John, in the race as well.
All right. Well, we thank you so much for your time and sharing your insight with what you are seeing across Maine at the polls today. We really appreciate it. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
All right, again, our thanks to Beth and Shenna Bellows for coming by today. And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. Starting this July, Wild Acadia Camping Resort will be reopening to the public. We'll have a preview. And in sports, regional finals for baseball and softball are underway. We'll have that story right after the break.
It's easy to think that all money managers are pretty much the same, but at Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Different how? You saw high commission investment products, right?
Nope, Fisher avoids them.
Well, you must earn commissions on trades.
Never at Fisher Investments.
Okay, then you probably sneak in some hidden and layered fees.
No. We structure our fees so we do better when clients do better. That might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
We're a AAA family.
We found out about AAA insurance through a friend who had actually mentioned it a while ago. We ran the numbers and it totally worked.
We looked at the statement for our previous insurer and then AAA insurance. Definitely, we've seen a huge difference.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
By switching over to AAA insurance, we saved over $450. So with our savings, he bought more equipment.
More money means more practice equipment.
In his world.
Why didn't we do this earlier? Why did it take so long?
We're a AAA family now.
AAA insurance allows us to do so much more with our kids and spend more time with them.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 877-209-5384 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Selling your home is a big job. You need a team to help pull it off. Real estate is no joke, and these cats ain't laughing.
You know, I think we can get you more for your home.
We just posted your house online and we're already getting great response.
Buy or sell confidently with Mark and Nancy.
Actually, it's Nancy and Mark.
Right, Nancy and Mark Rowe. Experience, personality, results. I'm sold.
Put a little more cash in your bag. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, Regional Championship Tuesday has arrived. 8 Northern Maine plaques will be handed out between baseball and softball teams vying for a spot in Saturday's state championship. We'll start with the early games here. Number 5 Orono versus number 2 Mattinock. Fifth inning is where we will begin. The Lynx already up a couple of runs. Jenny Witten sends one to right center field, just out of the reach of Juliana Morrison. That makes it a 4-0 lead. And then in the 6th inning, Ava Sutherland here delivers the knockout punch with this drive to center field all the way to the fence. And inside the park home run would solidify the win 10-0 as Mattinock captures the Class C North crown.
It's huge. The last time we won anything was our 8th grade year when we played for the middle school. So it was really cool to do it again our senior year and kind of have somewhat of a repeat.
All right, to Mansfield we go now. Machias battling Stearns in the Class D North final. Pitching duel early on as Aiden Sanders gets the strikeout here. In the 4th, though, Machias got things going. Ethan Libby with the RBI double to make it a 2-0 game. And then in the 7th, the Bulldogs got loose. First, Ethan Foss with the RBI here into the outfield. Then it's Libby again, getting the job done as he pulls that one. Machias would explode for 9 runs in the inning. More than enough for Cashman Feeney. He gets the strikeout here. 1-hit win as the Bulldogs repeat as Northern Maine champs. 11-0 is your final.
It's really good to be back here again this year. As you can see, it didn't go so great early, but we were waiting for that inning to open it up. One of the best things that you could really do.
So congratulations to both teams. We'll have coverage of all 8 of those Northern Maine champions on later tonight. For now, let's move on to the Celtics. Oh boy, the Celtics. After back-to-back losses for the first time all playoffs long, it'll now take 7 games and a win on the road to lift banner 18. They fell behind 3-2 to Golden State with a 10-point loss in Game 5. Thanks to an abysmal start. Let's just call it for what it is. Abysmal start and finish from the C's. They had only 39 points in the first half. A big third quarter erased the double-digit Warriors lead. But then it all fell apart in the 4th. Not a good showing from Jason Tatum in that quarter either, but regardless, this is where they sat in the Milwaukee series, down 3-2 with their backs against the wall. And the message is simple: win on Thursday and bring the series back west.
Obviously, we're all frustrated with tonight a little bit, but even prior, quarters and games. And so our message is take it one at a time. We've been here before and did it against Milwaukee, and let's bring it back out to the Bay.
You better be confident, right? We ain't got to win 2 in one day. We just got to win 1 game on Thursday. And we've been in this situation before. So, it's not over. We just got to win on Thursday, and that's all we got to worry about right now.
Tip-off for that one once again at 9 p.m. You can watch that right here on ABC7. All right, that's sports. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
All right, thank you very much. Some high clouds out there right now, and there could be a couple sprinkles across the area. Here's that upper level low. It's been around for a couple days. It is finally trying to get out of here, but still, there are a couple of sprinkles out there tonight into early parts of tomorrow morning. Let's walk you through it. So some cloud cover out there now. We'll basically leave the area around sunrise tomorrow morning. Lots of sunshine across our region tomorrow, but then increasing clouds tomorrow evening, maybe a sprinkle in there as well. And looking at mostly cloudy skies for us on Thursday into Friday as we have a couple more rain showers on the way. Then it's not going to be a big rain, but overall spotty showers across the area on Thursday afternoon. Okay, so I'm going to run this into Friday morning or so. We're talking not a lot of moisture, right? A tenth of an inch at best. That's not a big deal at all for us. We could use a bit more rain. It's not really going to come probably until after the weekend. In fact, here it is running into Sunday into Monday. Maybe a bit more rain showers getting here late Sunday into Monday, but overall, kind of a drier stretch of weather on the way. There are some things going on. So here's system 1 right there, of course, kind of sitting and spinning. It's an upper level low. They do whatever they want. They move very slowly. It's going to slowly get out of here, but it's going to take its time. There's another system over here. Again, nothing is moving very quickly across the U.S. right now. So this will be in our backyards later on Thursday into Friday. It's not the big one, though. There's a couple of rain showers out there. Not a big deal. Other than that, though, we'll be dry into probably Friday. But then the weekend comes around, and rain showers are back in the forecast this weekend with somewhat cooler temperatures on the way as well. All right, the wind today. You felt the wind today, right? Out of the north, around 10 to 15 miles per hour sustained. We had a few wind gusts near 25. That pushed, though, warmer temperatures right up to the coast today. Down east areas as well. Saw highs basically in the 70s. That's an improvement compared against yesterday, right? But overall, we'll have temperatures up near 80 tomorrow as we kick in a more westerly wind, and that's going to give us those higher temperatures across our region, also probably for Thursday as well. There will be some dense fog in the forecast, though, tonight as we shift that wind from the north out of the west. It'll go calm for a couple hours this evening. That could give us some locally dense fog by tomorrow morning. So our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, some dense fog in there, and low temperatures about where they're supposed to be, near 55 or so, with a north breeze around 5 to 10. For tomorrow, all right, so a pretty nice day. So lots of sunshine throughout the afternoon after a cloudy and foggy start tomorrow. Look for a north breeze around 5, kind of shifting around to the west, and a high temperature reaching for 80, but we're probably going to stop just short through the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows a story near 80 tomorrow, Thursday 75, a bit cooler, 78 Friday with a couple of thunder showers around. And here's the weekend, kind of a mixed bag here. Saturday, a couple more thunder showers and highs near 70 and probably hitting 70 on Sunday under mostly cloudy skies.
All righty, Jeff, thanks so much.
We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
It's graduation time, and alas, many are not exactly sure what their new qualification will bring them. But for the clever few, well, they know that Toyota could reward their hard work with an impressive $500 rebate on any new Toyota. That's right, recent and soon-to-be college grads could get a $500 rebate over and above already great Toyota financing offers. So see your New England Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome to the all-new Oakland Furniture Sit and Sleep Gallery. Come in and explore our great selection of quality living room sets and mattresses, all designed for your comfort. Visit our Best Home Furnishings Gallery and find that just right recliner. From the petite to the beast, so good they can only be called best. When you want the best, shop local. Shop the all-new Oakland Furniture Sit and Sleep Gallery.
Fathers play a special role in people's lives. And this Father's Day, ABC7 and Fox 22 want to help you show your dad how much he is appreciated with a special Father's Day giveaway. We're giving away a $50 gift certificate from Comfort Shoes and More in Newport, a $50 gift card from R&K Variety in Hamden, and a $50 gift card from Body Graphics Studio in Hamden. All you have to do is go to our Facebook page, Fox ABC Maine, and like and comment. Brooks Tire and Auto Repair, Route 7 in Dexter, is open for full-service auto repair. They sell tires for less, and nobody beats their prices. Brooks Tire and Auto Repair, Dexter.
Tonight, guns in America. After so much terror, are proposed reforms good enough? Plus, the extreme heat blanketing parts of the country. More Americans turn to World News Tonight with David Muir, the most watched program on all of television.
Welcome back, and finally tonight, Wild Acadia Camping Resort will be reopening to the public this July. Formerly known as Wild Acadia Fun Park, the resort will still have its rope course and water slides, but will also feature 90 brand new campsites with water and electricity for electric vehicles or camper trailers. Owner James Allen explained the benefits of creating these new amenities.
We decided to invest in the property. My brother and I, who own the property, grew up here in Down East Maine and have a great love for the area and wanted to invest in the area for the people of Down East Maine and beyond.
Along with the campsites, the resort is also building a new pool and built-in water playground while keeping the zip line and outdoor climbing wall.
Plenty of fun to be had there, that is for sure.
Absolutely. Great destination for the summer.
Absolutely. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. Please join us on Fox 22 News at 10 and back here at 11.